Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 17th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have coming up for you. A lot of focus on the home. I think some of you could be deciding whether or not you are going to move or not. And again, I feel like for some of you, it's a question. I think that you are not sure. So you have the Four of Diamonds. Very good card for the home. Very good card for travel, especially if you're traveling soon, sometime soon. Great card for moving, thinking about moving. And it can represent moving for a job, moving for more money, basically. And it can also say that if you feel stuck and if you're not getting a job, it can say that you need to, look farther away or, just outside of your area or something like that. Again, it doesn't always necessarily mean a move. If you're just struggling to get a job, and you've been trying to just say you need to go a little bit outside of the area, and again, that doesn't necessarily require a move. I mean, it might require a longer commute, but, it definitely can represent a job. On top of all that, this card represents a new job coming in. So a lot of you could just be getting a new job, getting something new. As I say, Four of Diamonds, Nine of Diamonds are my two cards of newness, of just something, some sort of new thing coming in. Next, you have the Four of Clubs, a very distinct message. Again, I put this card down, and it was like some of you are deciding whether or not you want to move. Again, I think that for some of you, it's a question. You're like, am I going to do this? Do I need to do this? Should I do this? Having all of those thoughts, coming into your head. I mean, it's interesting because, this card can represent a little bit of chaos, coming into your life as well. Or, it can represent you thinking that something is chaotic, like maybe some of you feel like you finally have settled down in some ways, and then all of a sudden you're hit with this. You're like, do I move? Do I do this? Do I do that? For others of you, again, it could be, I feel that general feeling for a lot of you. So I feel like for others of you, maybe it's like in a relationship. It's like you just got into a relationship, but now maybe they're trying to move too fast, or maybe you have another relationship that you want to go back to. I feel like a lot of you are just asking questions this week, which I think is fine. I actually don't think it will be bothering you. I mean, the cards are very positive. I just think that maybe just in general, you're kind of having a lot of this kind of feeling like you settled down, but now you're wondering if that's the right thing to do, or if you should do something else. I would say do something new. Again, always. That's been the message for you since day one with me, is that if things aren't working out, do the new thing. Pick the new path. Take the risk. And that doesn't necessarily show up here, but, Four of Diamonds is a card of newness, so do something new. Jack of Diamonds, being at the beginning of something. So again, I feel like, even if, I said this to you a while ago, to Leo, that I feel like a lot of Leos, even if you're 70 years old, I feel like a lot of, or 80 years old, I feel, it doesn't even matter. I feel like a lot of Leos could be starting almost second careers, new careers, or starting new financial journeys and things, that could help you out financially. And it's kind of like you're at the beginning. For a lot of you, this might be hobby-based. You could just be doing some little hobby in your garage or something that makes you money. I think it would be a great idea. I think it would be an excellent idea for you, because Jack of Diamonds is the only Jack in the deck that wants to be the king, and he's the only one that works super hard to make that happen. So again, I feel like a lot of you could be working towards something that could make you very happy as well. Could just lead to a lot of stability. I think, again, there's this chaos message coming in for Leo, so I think things have been pretty chaotic for a long time. And then King of Diamonds is like the stabilizer, and you end with the King of Diamonds. That's the other kicker you have here. So King of Diamonds, like I said, is the stabilizer. You have the 10 of Clubs coming up next. 10 of Clubs is a very good card of stability as well. So it's almost like things are just going to kind of even out for you here in a lot of ways. I definitely like to see that. But great card here. Next, 10 of Clubs. Like I said, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Very positive card. Represents good luck and good things coming to you. But it also represents kind of gaining a lot of momentum in a lot of areas in your life. Because things are moving positively. I do feel like for a lot of you, a new, change in scenery, that could be as simple as changing jobs, moving, like I said, or, just changing things up. Becoming more spontaneous could help out, not being so rigid. I think that you do have a message here about needing to be more flexible, needing to be kind of more go with the flow, and kind of needing to just relax into things, relax into the process of life, whatever that means. It's messages coming in. So, but you have the Jack of Spades here. Jack of Spades, kind of relaxing into a situation. But same with this card, and I feel like you will do that, and and it will help you a lot. Like I said, I always get this weird message for Leo that, again, I don't even know what it necessarily means. But it's I feel like Leo feels like that they have to constantly be doing something to be successful. Again, it's kind of like a weird message. I don't even know what it means, but it's almost like you can't relax unless, you know, if you're not doing something or something like that. It's not even a restless type of energy. It kind of is, but it's like different. So, but I do feel like with this card, it's like you are relaxing. You are taking some time to relax and things. This is also a great card for physical activity. So any of you doing, you know, physical activities, working out and things, could be very beneficial for you at this time. Jack of Spades, card of the child. So listen to your children. Yeah, you could have a child come to you who could be very important to you this week, could deliver a very important message. So listen to that. Be careful of the law this week. Definitely no speeding. I feel like you had this last week as well. I feel like you had the same message. So no speeding, no doing anything that could get you in trouble this week with this card. And finally, like I said, King of Diamonds. Very, very good card of finances, improving financial responsibility, becoming more financially responsible, and you know, seeing money in profit even with this card. Very good card for that. It's also a great card for like traditional ways of doing things, like trading. You know, trading for something you want. You know, doing or bartering and things like that with this card. It's also a card of kind of like raw intelligence, using your just natural abilities this week to get what you want. But very good card. Yeah, very interesting week. Definitely relax this week. You know, relax into things and try to see kind of what happens. Pay attention to the messages you're receiving. 2 jacks. You know, that could be, you know, you could be hearing about your kids if they live away. You could be hearing from your kids if they live away from you. And again, these could be very important messages. So definitely make time for that. But it looks like a good week. So thank you, as always, and have a great week.